Nestled within the leafy suburb of Mossley Hill in Liverpool, L'Olivetto is an independent family-run restaurant supported by a dedicated kitchen team. Staff at front of house always on hand with recommendations from their tasty menu to their choosing a wine to complement your dish. Call us on 0151 724 5169. That's 0151 724 5169.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up. That's good.
You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105.
Do you know what? There's only one word for that.
Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you? In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowco! Come on, I'm coming! You couldn't run the leg to yourself!
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and Crown Green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club.
Get ready for the Costa del Dance 2025. Join us in beautiful Torremolinos, Spain at the 4-star Hotel Don Pedro from the 21st of April to the 1st of May 2025. As featured on national and international TV, this is the biggest and best social and set dancing festival in Spain, with 10 nights and days of pure enjoyment. You'll be dancing with top-class entertainment from Ireland and the UK, with a massive discount for anyone booking before November 30th. So don't miss out. Book now with Jerry Flynn Events.
Hello to you all and welcome to the show. This week we're coming to you from Greenford in London for the London Irish Vintage Day. 12 years ago, Brendan Vaughan first launched the Vintage Day, and since then it has gone from strength to strength. The day began with the vintage cars, lorries and tractors travelling from Berry Farm in Wexham down to Greenford. We have some fantastic entertainment from Robert Mizzell, David James and many more, with some outstanding Irish dancing. It was a lovely day, the sun was shining and the crowds, well, they just came along in their thousands. Brendan, many congratulations. 12 years of the London Irish Vintage Day.
12 years, I remember when we started first. Tony McGovern was on the committee, and since that Tony passed away and was buried there in January. And Tony was a very important person in this day. He always said to me, it's no odds where he was, he would come to the Vintage Day and support it, and that's what he done. And he's sadly missed today. We had our last tractor run from his place in Wexham, and you know, it's a sad day, you know, because he was a unique human being, and there's very few like him.
Tony, it's a big, big loss to the Irish community here in London.
Completely. The amount of help he gave people, I won't name individuals, but the amount of people he helped down the years financially, and he was just an absolute, if he could be made a saint, that would be the closest thing. And he was a good human being, from County Leitrim. We've got Hungry Grass, David James, Pepper Daces, Slim, and Robert Mizzell. Great performers, you know, and we're lucky to be able to get them, you know.
Let us be married tomorrow. Please let me whisper I will.
Martin, great to be here, and this is almost like our AGM at this stage. It's great to see you again. I think this is my third time at the London Irish Vintage Show. I came here twice as a solo act, and now for the first time I've got my own band with me today. So myself and the lads are really looking forward to taking to the stage. This is such a great day, and it has such a link to Donegal as well. Like, out there, half of Donegal's out there, so it's going to be like playing in our back garden, really.
You've got your own Highland Radio here. They're broadcasting live from here today as well.
Yes, Greg Hughes and his team, they broadcasted live over there for the last couple of hours, and you know, it's lovely for the people back home in Donegal to be able to listen in to what's going on over here. And as I mentioned, there's so many ties to Donegal in this show, so great to have them there. And I'm still tearing away doing my radio programme 5 days a week, and then we're gigging away as well, so it's all good, Martin.
Tell us what time you're on each day, David.
I'll be on weekdays 2:30 to 5 on a show called The Jive Time Show.
I know you're great friends with Daniel O'Donnell. He's been a great supporter for you, obviously, to get you going when you were a younger chap.
Not only to me, Martin, but to so many artists in our industry. He's been such a great help, and you know, he's one of those people who's just such a great ambassador for Ireland as a whole. And I was very, very lucky to get the opportunity to record with him as well. We recorded Don't Take the Good Times for Granted, a song written for us by Sinead Cramsey. So, you know, it's one of those things when you start out playing music, you could never ever envisage getting an opportunity like that. We're back in the studio now recording, and we've got some new stuff coming out between now and Christmas as well.
And of course, I know it's been a busy year for you with all the festivals as well.
Exactly, we had a lot of festivals this year, and it seemed like every corner of Ireland there was festivals popping up, but we were delighted to get the opportunity to perform at so many of them. And you know, I covered so much new ground this summer. It's been the best summer to date for sure.
I've just got to mention your sponsors and people that sponsored you and supported you here.
There's too many to mention, but primarily Kelly Group and Carey's, outstanding Flannery's with even forklifts, if you want forklifts, JB Structures. There are so many to, JB Structures, J Coffee. Do you know, different people like that, hey, they're unbelievable the amount of support we get. And if we didn't get that support, we couldn't do the day, and it just would be too expensive. I mean, we only charge a small amount, a small fee, and we don't want to be going into the charging a vast amount of money to people, because there's a lot of pensioners and different people like that come onto the day and enjoy it. And this is an Irish day and a community day for everybody in London, and the people that come over for it especially.
What for my daddy-o? What for my daddy-o? This the jarro.
You're here today with the Kelly Group supporting the London Irish Vintage Day. And I know you're great supporters of this down the years.
Yeah, you know, we all live in the UK and we all integrate with the people here, but you know, it's important to keep in touch with our heritage, and that being, you know, sport, music, culture, and the community that you know, people feel from being from home. Try and transfer some of that here as well, you know, so that the Irish can still feel Irish.
This time, my son, I loved you with all my heart. First time I held you, I knew someday we would part. Next Saturday morning, in church, I'll
Dermot, so tell me a little bit about the Kelly Group.
So the Kelly Group was set up in 1985, and we do cable. We started off doing cable TV installations, and now we do provide full turnkey solutions to all our main sort of suppliers. So Openreach, City Fibre. We do some rail, we do traffic management, we do fleet services. So we're in the construction industry as well. So we quite a wide variety of services to the system, to the UK.
And of course, it's great to see how much the company has grown over the years.
Yeah, we started from from scratch with one person and 3 people, and then I started in 1991 and we had 70 people, and now there's nearly 3,000 people work for the company, and it's a big organisation now from very small beginnings. Mr. Kelly's very into looking after the people from home. He has done for a long time, and he's very well known, and especially in Donegal, but all over Ireland, for the provision of employment to people when they come over here in the first place. We employ a lot of people from the UK and as well in the local areas where we're working, but there has always been a real sort of wish to look after the people coming over from home.
Looking around your marquee here, it's a great family occasion, of course.
It is, absolutely, yeah. And with children of the future and all that, so you got all the kids having fun over here and the parents sitting around here, and there's a lot going on, and a lot of these are sort of second generation Irish or even third generation Irish children, but they still feel they're part of that culture, including my own children. They feel very much, even though they were born in England, they feel very much Irish.
And of course, it's one of the biggest Irish days here in the capital now, the London Vintage Day. It's developed over the years so much.
In the last few years, it's really taken off. It's got so much bigger. If you walk around, you can see the thousands of people walking around, and it's really got a lot of interest in the Irish community, and I think it's a great thing.
Tell me a little bit about your Irish heritage.
So I was born in Greenford in Donegal in 1970. Lived there until I was 21. I actually got employed by Tim in September 1991, and I've been here ever since. When I came over here, I did play some Gaelic football. I used to play for St Knowles when I was at home in Donegal, and then I started playing for St Vincent's Luton because I live quite a bit further north than London, and I played Gaelic there for a couple of years, and I enjoy Gaelic football,
12 years you've been organising this Vintage Day, and you've almost raised £1 million for charities. That's fantastic.
Yeah, probably by next year we'll have raised £1 million. But I mean, there's a lot of work involved in it. There's a lot of applications forms to be filled in to Ealing Council. We have a good committee, and if I name them, I'll forget somebody. So we have a good committee, hey, and that's what it's about. And if you don't have the committee and the commitment, you're wasting your time. And we're getting great support here. I'll give you an example. There's Terry Gallagher from County Mayo, and I phoned him on Wednesday. I was looking for people to be picked up at the airport, So I says, Tony, I think it's a minicab business or something like that. It's called Cartel. So anyway, phoned him, and no bother. He organised to pick up David James in the band and Robert Mizzell in the band. That takes a wild pressure off us and having to worry about getting them from there and back again.
The London Irish Vintage Day has raised almost £1 million for good causes over the years. A big thank you to everybody who has contributed. We'll be back with some more from the Vintage Day in a few minutes.
Nestled within the leafy suburb of Mossley Hill in Liverpool, Lolivetto is an independent family-run restaurant supported by a dedicated kitchen team. Staff at front of house always on hand with recommendations from their tasty menu to their choosing a wine to complement your dish. Call us on 0151 724 5169. That's 0151 724 5169.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good. You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105. Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you? In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat. Come on, I'm coming. You couldn't run the leg to yourself.
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at Ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and Crown Green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club.
Get ready for the Costa del Dance 2025. Join us in beautiful Torremolinos, Spain at the 4-star Hotel Don Pedro from the 21st of April to the 1st of May 2025. As featured on national and international TV, this is the biggest and best social and set dancing festival in Spain, with 10 nights and days of pure enjoyment. You'll be dancing with top-class entertainment from Ireland and the UK, with a massive discount for anyone booking before November 30th. So don't miss out. Book now with Jerry Flynn Events.
Welcome back. This week we're in Greenford in London for the London Irish Vintage Day. There's a wide variety of activities taking place and there's something for everybody to enjoy. Now Brendan Vaughan has put his heart and soul into organising this event each year. We hope you all enjoy it.
And then springs a girl from the street at night, the dirty old town. Dirty old town, and I heard a siren.
You've got a great representation from Donegal here because you've got Highland Radio here and you've got other stalls from Donegal.
We've got Glen Columkill Folk Village, Margaret Rose Callan. She put out the Child of Prague there for the good weather, and so far...
It's worked so far?
So far it's working anyway. I mean, we get an odd cloud, but that's not too bad, hey.
Colin, tell me a little bit about the Kevin Bell Repatriation, how it all started.
Well, it started in June in 2013 when Kevin was killed in a hit and run in Woodlawn in New York. And when news broke in Newry, where we're from, the town went into a frenzy of fundraising to bring Kevin home. And in the space of a week, there was something in the region of £150,000 raised to bring Kevin home. Now, his employers in New York actually paid for him to come home. So we had £150,000, which we didn't think was ours. And about a week after Kevin's funeral, we heard of a young fella from Belfast who had been killed in Thailand. So we rang up his parents and said, we have this money, we'll pay to bring your son home. And that was the first, and I suppose that's how it started. And now In the last 11 years, we've now brought home 1,950 Irish people home to Ireland. People are so good to us, and there are fundraisers for us in all parts of the world. Wherever there's Irish diaspora, they do fundraisers for us. And of course, at home, the length and breadth of Ireland, people do fundraisers for us. So we're very, very lucky in that. When a family contacts us, we're able to say, look, we'll do the rest. We'll get your loved one home. You don't have to do anything, and we'll also pay for it. When people give us money, it's to bring the next person home, you know. So, I mean, that £150,000 which we originally had is long, long gone. So, and I mean, for example, last month we took 35 people back to Ireland. The month before we took 35 back to Ireland. So it's generally more around 30. There's at least one every day, you know.
Now, if people would like to donate or get involved with the Kevin Bell Trust, how can they donate to this wonderful organisation?
Well, if they go onto our website, www.kevinbellrepatriationtrust.com, and there's a donation button there, and we'd appreciate all donations.
Hey ho, away we go, off the dancing line. Hey ho, away we go, we're having a good time. Hey ho, away we go, staying all weekend. We all go to the fate unknown, the good times never end. I said, hey.
Robert, great to see you here at the Vintage Day.
Well, thank you so much. It's great to be back. I was only talking to a few guys earlier. It was 2014 the last time I was here. I was only a young fellow then.
You're still a young fellow.
Well, I think I am. But it's great to see a beautiful day here in Greenford, and I'm looking out the crowd, a huge crowd. I don't know what the crowd was like last year, but if it was anything like that, it must have been great. And the sun is shining, and it's a beautiful day of Irish culture and tractors, and just all about being Irish, I suppose.
The father and son.
Of course, your dad was a big influence on your musical career.
Oh, he was. For many years, Dad and my mother both, they played in gospel bands and honky-tonks down through the years, and I suppose I picked up a little bit of that from them over time. But it wasn't until I got to Ireland 30 years ago that I realised that there was a place for me in the world of country music. But I have to say it was Ireland that gave it to me, and it's where even though I'm American, I sort of fit right in here because a lot of these people would know me from down through the years from me living in Ireland and recording albums and stuff. So I'm delighted to be a part of it. I'm delighted to be able to have had such a great career in Ireland over the last 30 years.
Hey ho, away we go, we love to dance in line. Hey ho, away we go, we're having a good time.
Of course, you do a bit of work as well with the Three Amigos.
Yes, that's coming back in January. We're heading back on the road, and my wife's not too happy with me that month of the year because I'm never home. But yeah, it's been a great 12 years we've been doing that now. A lot of people don't realise we've been doing it that long. And we have a new video coming out very shortly, which you'll hear about. It's just been made there last week, so it'll be on the TV in the next couple of weeks.
Liam, a couple of years ago, of course, I had the pleasure of meeting you, and you were preparing for a big tractor run. Tell me about that and how it went.
Yeah, that's correct. That time we met up, Martin. We met up in the Hevernan's house. We'd done the London to Mayo, and that went very well. We left London, that was 2022, I think, and went all the way then to finished up in Cong in Mayo.
Michael, of course, you got great support for that run. Lots and lots of people supported you at the time.
Yeah, of course. We thank all the big companies around London and Ireland that helped us proceed to raise so much money for the cause. And we lost one of our treasurers, Tony McGovern, which would have been very good to us on all of our charities. And it just made us one about setting up our own charity tractor club. So we set up Tractor Fever then in 2022.
This year we've done the London Donegal, and we drove up roads I never drove before, from Belfast up to the Giant's Causeway and around into Donegal, and it was absolutely stunning. Enjoyed every minute.
You lads are great for fundraising for charity.
Well, listen, you never know the day that you may need it yourself, so when you're able and young and able to do it, I think it's good to give a little if you can. And listen, there's lots of good people around. there's so many generous people out there that will help you whenever you need the help, and it's such a brilliant community to be involved in. And when you're involved in it, you actually see that how helpful people are and how good people are, I tell you.
Today we just received another check from Boston for another $6,000, and that came, and he flew over to join us. He met us in Belfast, drove the route with us for 3 days, and the Boston Vintage Club just donated $6,000 to us as well. So along with our great sponsors in London, look, without them we wouldn't have it. You know, it wouldn't happen.
How do you go on driving the tractor all those long distance?
We love it. Love it. It's just one big happy family. And you don't even think about driving, you just have the crack and get on the road and enjoy the run.
There was a great bunch of people on that run back to Donegal, people that I hadn't met before, you know, became good friends with them, and it's more of a community now, you know, and that's why we're looking forward to the next one and go and do it again. Yeah. The community here in London and at home, you know, that supported it are very good. Like, people are very good when it's for a good cause. What we done it for were 2 very good causes, construction sport and then Western Care. So people don't mind when they know where the money's going, they don't mind supporting.
Every charity to me needs money, doesn't matter what it is. So I just go do these charities myself, and the boys do some, and we go together and gather as much as we can.
Ready advance on 2-4 from the wee grey Ferguson, and the money is going to the Donegal Hospice. Right, 2-4 going once, 2-4 going twice. Mark Maloney for County Mayo, thank you very much.
We started with Tony McGovern, we'll end with Hughie McGovern. Of course, Hughie's a great supporter. He's been here every year with you as well.
Unbelievable man. He's the first man I spoke about running the Vintage Day. He was working out, driving a digger in Heathrow. And he says to me, every time the bucket was down, you'd be coming over and asking me about the Vintage Day. And Hughie gave us a great advertisement in the programme, and it's his 40th anniversary as well. And he's a great character altogether, so he is.
Hughie, tell me, how many years have you been coming here to the Vintage Day?
Since day one, about 11 years, I think.
Yeah. I think this year's the 12th year, Hughie.
Yeah, but that would be right, yeah.
And have you always had your tractor and bicycles here?
The bicycle was the first. It was the bicycle I learned to cycle on.
Right.
And the great Tony McGovern, God rest him, we were up in Cricklewood, and I had to say, you know, when I got the bike, way back in about 1948, he said, I said I had to cycle under the bar. And Tony says, you know what, the dry sense of humour he had, rest his soul. He said, and you could still cycle under the bar. Well, I said, there's one thing sure, I said, I'm not going to say that you wouldn't be able to get under the bar. But talking about him, we miss him so much. He was an amazing man.
Isn't it great to see a big crowd here supporting this?
Oh, fantastic. It's really, really good, and I'm delighted for Tiny because he puts a lot of work into it. He does.
And the sun is shining, Hughie.
I know. My daughter lives in Luton, and she said, I don't think we'll come down. It's bucketing down, she said. And I said, it's a beautiful day down here. You couldn't believe it.
Absolutely. Listen, great to see you, Hughie. Look after yourself.
Likewise.
Then well done to you. Many congratulations. The work you put in to organise this day is just incredible. Outstanding. Well done.
No, thank you very much, and thanks for coming today.
Well done to Brendan Vaughan and all his team for the great effort they put in each year in arranging the London Irish Vintage Day. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here with you all. Now on Thursday the 10th of October we are moving channel. We're moving from Sky Channel 186 to Sky Channel 179. So don't forget to tell your family and friends. Thursday the 10th of October you'll find us on Sky Channel 179. Until then, we'll be back with some more stories from around the UK next week.